Hello guys and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be doing a dressing room and makeup tour just to kind of show you my setup in my filming room and dressing room. So yeah, come on in. So this is my dressing room. It's not huge, but I feel like it's a good size. I've got enough space in here to have all of my stuff. It's my little sanctuary. No one else is allowed in this room. It's definitely my room only. So I'll start off just showing you a few bits. I have this big mirror here, which I absolutely love. It's just one of those ones that you lean up against the wall, and I got this from the range, and I think I paid about £80 for it. So I'm just super happy with like how much I paid for it, because I think it looks really expensive with the detailing and everything. This is my wardrobe. So when I first sort of set the room up, I wasn't sure whether to go for like wardrobes down each side or whether to just go with something against the back wall. But I ended up going for just this, which was one all against the back wall. And this is from Ikea, and this is their Pax wardrobe range. You basically design and build it yourself. So when you go into Ikea, they have like computers in there, and you can basically kind of set up everything on the computer what you want and kind of design it on there, and then they'll print it all off for you, and then you can just go and find all the bits for it. So it's really easy to do. It did take quite a few days to kind of build and put together, especially because we chose to put these lights in it as well, which was a little bit difficult. You have to like feed them all through, and then they have to go through the back of the wardrobe and obviously be like plugged in. So that was a little bit more fiddly, but I definitely love the look they give. It just kind of gives it a little bit of something extra. It doesn't look so dark, and when it's evening time, all the lights are off and you just have these on, it definitely looks really nice. So I am happy that we did that, although it did take a little bit of time to get that sorted. So I might just start off by showing you what I've got in the wardrobe, and I'll just show you other bits around that I've got in the room and some of my different collections of like makeup and jewellery and things like that. I'll just basically give you a good tour around. I won't make it too boring or too in depth, but if you do want to know any more about anything, then definitely leave me a comment down below and I can tell you a bit more about it. So we'll start off up here. I just got these baskets, which I think were from, where were these from? I think they were also from the range actually, these ones. They're really good, and this one's a bit of a mess, but it's basically just all bikinis and stuff. And the one I've got in the back there is just flip-flops and sandals kind of just chucked in a box there. So that's not really kept that tidy. It definitely does need a lot more work to it. Like, it's not finished yet. So this is just bits I've got so far, but there's a lot more I want to do to it. So this is just where I keep a couple of my most sort of aesthetically pleasing handbags. This is my lovely fake handbag from Wish, my Gucci bag. So I like to just have that up there. From a distance, it looks fairly real. I've got some brushes that I sometimes use at the back there, and this is just an old acrylic thing that I've got, which I sometimes put a few spare bits of makeup in that I'm not using. And then in here, I just have a big basket filled with jumpers, so if I'm just feeling a bit cold, I just pop one of them on. Again, the baskets are all from the range, I believe. So these two drawers I'm not too keen on. They need a lot of work to them. They are underwear drawers, so I won't show you too much in them, but you can see that they are a mess. What I do want to get for these is like little separate organisers to put like your underwear in a good organisation kind of way, because at the moment it looks bad. But that's my next project there. And they're really nice to drawers actually, because they're really sort of soft clothes as well. So the actual unit feels really good quality. And then I chose to put the baskets in as well, just to kind of give it a little bit of a different vibe. I quite like being able to see what's in things, but you do kind of have to remember you've got to keep it like clean and tidy and neat when you can see things. So this has just got some trousers in it that I sometimes wear. And then down the bottom here, I've just got a selection of handbags, and I usually have hats in here. Okay, so moving on to the next section, I have this middle section here, which is just like my favourite section. We have two smaller sections here, which I've just put some boxes in. I was really lucky with these. These are also from the range, and I was so lucky because they actually do fit. They actually fitted perfectly under here. I didn't measure them or anything, and they just, yeah, great fit, and I just keep some work stuff in those. And then I also have this plant here, which I got from Ikea. This is a fake plant. I've seen them quite a lot actually in other people's videos and photos and things, but yeah, it's great. You just pop in a little pot there, and I just think it's really effective. And then moving down into this section here, this is like my section where it's very personal to me. A few memories and favourite things are all in this section. I do want to add more bits to this, but this is what I've got so far. So to start with, I'll tell you a bit about this photograph here. So this is a photograph of me and Ollie, and we are on the Grand Canyon here. We actually went away travelling together back in 2011. We did a round the world trip together, and one of the places that we visited was the Grand Canyon, and we just have so many happy memories there. So I love this being on there. We actually barely knew each other when we went travelling. We'd probably been seeing each other like a few months, and we both decided we wanted to do this trip together. So we went off and we went away for 2 months and we did that together. If you want to know more about that, if you want a video on our 2-month travelling around the world, then definitely leave a comment down below because I'll be happy to talk about that. Actually, I think we'd both be happy to talk about that because we love talking about that memory. So yeah, that kind of brought us together. So this picture here, I love it. It just always reminds me of like when we first met, and yeah, it just makes me really happy. So moving on, I have this painting at the back. I'll bring it out. So this is a beautiful painting that my sister-in-law painted. She is actually an artist and she painted this, and when I saw it, I saw her painting it and I was like, oh my god, it's beautiful. The colours, it's just stunning. It's just a really nice kind of sunset and the sea, and I just thought it was really beautiful. So I love that being in here too. And then I just have my selection of perfumes here. So I have a few of my favourites, which is the Jo Malone English Pear and Freesia. I love this one for summertime. And then I have my Lancome one, I have some Miss Dior ones, and then I have some little mini ones here. This is also like a memory one. Me and Ollie also went to the Philippines and we travelled business class, which was so exciting, and this was one of the little perfumes that you get in like one of the little packets. So I keep that there because it's also a great memory. And then I just have a couple of candles on here. I have this candle here, which is just from Ikea. I just really like the colour of it, the neutral colour. And then I have this candle here, which is actually a dupe for the Yankee candles, but it's from Aldi. And this one smells beautiful. I love blueberry. It's one of my favourite kind of flavours as well as scents. So I tend to like burn that one for 15 minutes because it is actually quite strong. So yeah, that one has lasted me so long because you really don't need to burn it for long to get the scent from it. But yeah, I absolutely love this section. There is lots more bits I want to do to it, but at the moment I am really, really happy with it. So the next part of my wardrobe and my collection is the reason why I did go for this Pax wardrobe system, and that is for this section here. So I absolutely love this section. I think it looks so bougie and it was so easy to do, but it just looks so bougie, I guess. And I chose the glass bit here so that you could see through into it as well. So again, when you're looking at this section up here, you could see down to the jewellery. These are like storage compartments, and you can choose all different options from Ikea, but I kind of went for these. Of course, you've got to remember that you buy the boxes separately and then you buy the little inserts. So it is all separate and it needs to be on a tray from Ikea. But I just absolutely love it. I've just got some of my favourite necklaces here that I usually wear. This one's very important to me. This has Carlos, my dog that I lost. It has his ashes in there. So it's absolutely beautiful, and I just love having that in there because every time I open it, it just gives me a little memory. And then of course when I'm not wearing it, I can still see it. And then I've got a few others here. Some of these are from like Amazon or Primark, so some nice little cheapy ones, but I think they look really nice. And then here I've just got some kind of ring selection. These ones are actually all from Primark, but I don't wear them that often, but I just think they look nice in here, kind of fill up this space. And then some earrings here. And then I've got my little bag here, which I absolutely love. This is my Ideal of Sweden bag. This is actually one of those bags that you just kind of put your phone in, it kind of magnetically goes on there, and I just think it's so cute. I wear it quite a lot for like a night out. It's got a nice long chain on it, and it's just so comfortable and easy. You can put a few cards in there and your phone, and yeah, I just love it. It's really, really nice. Definitely check out Ideal of Sweden because they have really nice phone cases as well. It's really good company. So yeah, that is probably my favourite section of the wardrobe. Let's move on. So then I have another tray here because this one's on a tray. You can either get trays, drawers, baskets, but this is another tray, and I wanted this one so I could put kind of makeup, stuff that I don't use that often but that's easy access. So I have some of my favourite eyeshadow palettes here. This is really old. This is like one of my first ever eyeshadow palettes I bought years ago, and I've just always kept it because it reminds me of kind of when I really got into makeup. And then I've just got my Foxy Locks extensions there. It's a bit dusty. And then some of my like masks here, like hair masks and face masks and stuff. So if I just want to grab one of those to put on, they're all there. This is a foot and callus peel, but I'm too scared to use it. I've seen people, they use it as like a sock you put on, and then basically you leave it on, I don't know how long for, and then you take it off, and after a few days all the skin on your feet comes off and it looks a bit gross, but anyway, one day. If you want to see a video on that, let me know. And then I've just got some of my favourite sunglasses here. I've recently been enjoying the Key sunglasses and also glasses. I've got some blue light glasses from them. They're a really good company. Loads of lovely selection of glasses they have. So yeah, I've been really enjoying that. So that's that section. So then moving on, this is just some clothes that I have, which they're kind of random clothes that I couldn't find a proper space for them. They're sort of stuff that maybe I'd sometimes wear, or if I do like a clothing haul and perhaps I wouldn't wear the clothes that I've got all the time, I'd put them in here and then I can just access them when I want. And also when I'm working, this is where I have all of my stuff. But obviously I have been working for a little while now, but hopefully I'll be back to work soon. So these are just, I wear like plain black tops from Primark for work. If you didn't know, I have a beauty salon in the garden and I mainly do like holistic stuff like massage and facials, and I do some nails as well. But yeah, so that is this kind of like a work random drawer. And then this drawer here is like my favourite drawer, but it's actually looking a bit empty at the moment because I have been wearing so much of my loungewear, which obviously everyone's been living in recently. So this is like my loungewear drawer, pyjamas, all my comfy clothes. So it's usually like I'm squashing it in, but they're actually all in the wash at the minute. But yeah, I've got some of my pyjamas. These are from Lounge. I love these, like silk pyjamas. These are cotton ones. They're like more wintry ones, quite thick ones from the White Company. Nice thick socks, because even though it is summer, I do love to be like warm and comfortable. Yeah, and then just more leggings and hoodies and all those comfy clothes. This is like my most used drawer. And then moving down here, you can get with your Ikea Pax sorry, it all falls over. You can get the shoe rack. So this is really cool because you can put a few shoes on there, and then when you pull it out, it kind of comes out and you can see all your shoes. But the only trouble with it is, like you can see with these, it's not very high. I think I probably could have put the drawers a bit higher and it would have looked a bit better, but it's not very high, so every time I push it in, these tend to fall over. But I just think these are really pretty, so I like them on there, but yeah, they tend to fall over. So this is just where I put my most worn shoes, so they definitely don't look that clean and tidy. There's hairs on them and everything. I know it's nice to have all your best shoes kind of on show and ones that you barely wear, but for me, practicality is quite important, so this needed to be something that I wear every day. So the next section I have is the like hanging section, and I love this because it is an open wardrobe. I picked out these really nice hangers. These were actually from Primark, because obviously with it being on show, you want to be able to sit, you want them to look nice. And then I've picked out my kind of most worn clothes, but also my clothes that maybe perhaps look nice as well. So like obviously I don't wear this glittery dress like much at all. I think I've worn it once, but it looks so nice up there. Oh, and this one, this is like my favourite dress. Let me get this one out. Look at this dress. I got this on a whim. It's from Michael Kors. It's probably one of the kind of bougiest purchases I've made. I tend to not buy a lot of designer stuff, anything like that. I quite like finding dupes, and you know, I'm a Primark girl, I do enjoy that. But when I saw this on the model in the window, I was like, I need to have that dress. And I went in the shop and the lady was like, oh no, there's none left. And then she said, oh, hang on a minute, let me see what size the one on the model was, the one I'd seen. And she said, oh, it's your size. And I was like, oh, no, don't worry, don't take it, don't do that. Anyway, she started ripping the arms and legs off this plastic thing, and she got the dress off, and I put it on and I loved it. I thought, well, I can't not buy it now, she's gone to all that effort. So yeah, I bought this for my Christmas party last year, and yeah, it's just my favourite things. So I've kind of just got sort of dresses and shirts that I do wear quite regularly here, and then down here a bit more like the jumpers that I just use like cover up and stuff. Probably some of these I need to start changing over now because it is getting more summery. So this is the final part of the wardrobe, and I just wanted this section to have a door on it so that if it did look a bit messy and any clothes that don't really look nice can just kind of be shoved in here. And also I needed to hide my wedding dress, which is in here. So I'll open this up. I did get this little kind of doorknob thing off Amazon, so I've added that on. Unfortunately, we kind of designed it a bit the wrong way, and the door opens like this, whereas it probably would have been better to open the other way, but oh well. I'll stand here. So in here, I just have all the hanging stuff, a nice spider web across there, lovely. And then these are kind of bits that I don't really wear that much, but I just wanted these dresses hanging up for when I do wear them, when I start going out and stuff again. Just a quick kind of what we've got in here. This is my ski outfit that I brought. I was due to go skiing in March, and of course it got cancelled because of coronavirus. But I did buy this just before we were going to go, and I cannot wait to wear it. It's so cool. And then I have a few dresses here which are Wish wedding dresses, which I found on Wish, and they're really, really good. So yeah, they're in there too. And then I do actually have my real wedding dress in here. There's a little sneak peek of the brand. But yeah, this wedding dress is stunning. I'm not going to open that up because obviously it needs to be a secret in case Ollie watches the video. But yeah, this is kind of why I needed this section, so I could hide stuff. And then up here, just a little storage bit. Again, we've got a light in here. This is ready for maybe my next video, or maybe the one afterwards, where I'm going to be doing a designer Wish haul. I'll give you a sneak peek because I have already opened it. So I won't show you all of it, but that is what I found on Wish, and I'm so excited to show you the other pieces that I found. So definitely subscribe if you'd like to see that video, because it will be coming up very, very soon, and I'm pretty sure you're going to enjoy the pieces that I found. So I thought I'd just show you a few prints that I have around. All of my prints that I own are from Desenio. I absolutely love Desenio prints. This is one with a quote on it, and I love this quote. It's so positive, and yeah, it's nice to read that every day, and it's definitely true. If you fill your mind positive thoughts, your life does start to change. And then I just bought these frames that are on here from Ikea, just because it's a little bit cheaper. And then this one's lovely as well. It's a little bit of colour in there, but I do love the black and white look. But yeah, definitely if you do get prints from Desenio, you can go on to Ikea and you can just buy the frames, and I think these frames are a few pounds each. But you can also with Desenio get your prints already in frames, so that's also really nice, but obviously the cost is a bit more. I do have another one over here. This is also, I love this one. This is also from Desenio, and I just think it's perfect for a dressing room because, you know, well, she's sort of half dressed. But yeah, I think it's really pretty. So then the next section I have is this kind of chest of drawers section. This is like a little bit plain, but I don't know, I don't know if you can see my slippers in this shot, but I do really apologise. Dylan absolutely loves my slippers, and they are ripped to pieces. So yeah, we'll just ignore that. But yeah, this section is a little bit plain. I do sometimes think maybe I should put more on here, but I quite like the minimalistic look, and I think with the pictures as well as like these little pieces I've got here, it does look nice. This is just my Chanel book off Amazon. Just kind of, you know, makes it look a little bit something going on there. These flowers, where were these from? I think these were from the range, but maybe a year or so ago now. But yeah, I love the green and cream colours together. They look really nice. They're in this little cute little jug there. So I quite like that setup. And then I have this candle, and this is again from Aldi. Definitely check out Aldi's candles because they really make them look nice. I love this one, obviously, because it's black and it goes with the frames and everything. So then this is my chest of drawers here. These are also from Ikea. I can't remember the name. I will link everything down below, but I can't remember the exact name of these ones. But yeah, this was quite easy to build actually. I'm quite happy with this one, and it was quite a cheap one of theirs. I think it was one of their £60 or £70 range, so it wasn't a really expensive one. So in the top drawer I have all bits and bobs. It is actually quite organised for me. Like, this might not look organised to some people, but to me this is pretty organised. I have hair and fake tan in here. I have some bags, you know, like cosmetic bags to take away on holidays and stuff in the back there. And then in here is just products that I use every so often but not all the time. And then in here is all new products I've got, like stuff that I might have picked up from beauty boxes and stuff like that, and I just put them all in this little compartment, and then I use them when I want to try them out. Again, these little baskets are from the range, I think. This one definitely is. But yeah, this is just kind of my drawer of stuff that I use most of the time, but I don't want it out because it doesn't look tidy. So then moving down, I have this section here, which is just tops, t-shirts, crop tops, maybe some little jumpery thin tops, but most of my everyday clothes if I'm going out to the shops or something like that. Same down here. This is like my shorts, kind of thinner trousers, skirts, and then like little summer dresses, like more like cotton dresses that fold up and don't need to be hung, are all in here. So in these two drawers is generally what I wear most of the time, and I do have some old stuff upstairs, like old baskets where I put all my winter stuff in. So these are the drawers I change around depending on time of year. So next up I have this section here, which is where I keep all my comfy, clothy clothes.
Clothes-y clothes. Okay, start again.
Where I keep all my comfy, cozy clothes. Comfy, cozy clothes, that is a mouthful. That I just like to chuck on when I'm feeling a bit cold. The first thing I've got here is my Oodie, which if you haven't got one of these, you need to get one. It's like a massive hoodie blanket, and you can just walk around the house in it all day, and it's so comfy. It's like a blanket on the inside. And then I've got a dressing gown here. This is like my most worn comfy dressing gown. And then a few jumpers that I'll just chuck on over an outfit if I'm feeling a bit cold. And yeah, I just have that hanging off the door. But it means that I can't shut the door, but that's okay. I need to get some new hangers, I think. So then I have the windows here, and I absolutely love my windows. The house that we live in is actually built between 1860 and 1890, so it's a very old house. So basically that means that we have these beautiful kind of old-fashioned windows. They are quite small, but I just think they're so pretty. This little mirror here. So then I have this little orchid here. This is the one and only plant I've got. Now I'm pretty sure this is still alive because the leaves are green, but I'm not sure because it is a little bit crispy. But people tell me that orchids just come back to life sometimes, so I'm praying for this one. Pray with me. Alright, they can have half a sausage each. Well, actually half a sausage. Dylan, you need to sit. Good boy. Belle, paw. Good girl. Dylan, paw. He's very enthusiastic. Paw. Good boy. Belle, you found yours. Right, gently, Dylan. Good boy. Takes him a little bit longer. Belle just swallows hers whole, but Dylan, look how ugly he looks when he eats. Oh, you good doggies. So we've got one final section to do in the room, which is this section here. So this is my favourite pieces that I use all the time. I have like my night stuff, my day stuff, my general stuff like deodorant, stuff like that. So yeah, this is just a few of my favourite products which I use all the time. And then in this drawer is all my hair stuff, hair clips and hair bands. And then in this drawer here, this is all my makeup that I use day to day. So all my favourite pieces of makeup. So this is everything that I use daily in this section here. It is a bit of a mess, I know. It's all my lipsticks that I use. At the back here is stuff that I use every so often, but still quite regularly. So I quite like to have that in there so you can easily get hold of it. And then in this section here, I have like sun care, SPF stuff. So if you do want a bit more of a detailed makeup tour, like everything that I have, I will definitely be happy to do that. Leave me a comment down below and I'll show you this in a lot more detail, go through all my favourites and everything like that. But yeah, I love how you can just sit here and you have everything in a drawer. You don't have to have it out. I do like to have my brushes out, so I just have this little rose gold brush holder with all my brushes in it, which are a little bit dirty. So, but yeah, you can. So these are all my day-to-day ones, which I would use most of the time. So I just like to have them on the side so they're easily accessible. Then I have this big light up here, which is basically for filming, but I tend to use it when I'm doing makeup and stuff because it does give a really good clear light. So when I'm sat here doing my makeup, I quite like to have that because like with the downlighters on the ceiling, when you're doing your makeup, it doesn't help your makeup. It definitely makes it kind of more difficult to do, whereas this gives you more of a true light. So I definitely recommend, even if you don't do YouTube, to get a light like this. I mean, you don't need something this big, but a little light like that will really help. What happened then? Are we having an argument? What are you arguing about? Want another bit of sausage? Oh. Right, you have to do some tricks for this one. Right, Belle, lay down. Roll over. Sort of effort. Dylan, you've got no patience. Right, sit. Go on, through. Oi! Through. Dylan. Come on, under. Come on. Go on. Under. Through. Good. Good boy. Sort of. Right. Where are we up to? So yeah, that's pretty much this section here. I just have the little stool. Oh, the stool came with the dressing table as well. I think for the whole thing it was only around £100. So yeah, really good price. And then the last thing I have to show is just like my hair section here. So I just have my straighteners in there, my curlers, hair dry and a brush in this little box here. But yeah, I think I've pretty much showed you everything. Okay, so that has brought us to the end of my dressing room tour. I really hope that you enjoyed seeing my dressing room and just seeing the bits and bobs that I've got, and I hope that it was helpful for you as well, because like sometimes when you want to do your dressing room, you need a little bit of inspiration. So if you did enjoy the video, please give me a huge thumbs up and definitely subscribe to the channel if you'd like to see more. I do lots of videos on like clothing hauls, makeup, product testing. I will do a video on pretty much anything to do with health, beauty, lifestyle. I love all of that, so definitely subscribe if you're into that too. Just want to say again, thank you so much for watching, and hopefully I will see you in the next one. Bye.